The Tragedy of Macbeth, Act 1.
Tragedy! When the feeling's gone and you can't go on, it's tragedy. When the morning cries and you don't know why, it's hard to bear. When no one to love you, you're going nowhere. Ah, tragedy. When you lose control and you got no soul, it's tragedy. When the morning cries and you don't know why, it's hard to bear. When no one to beside you, you're going nowhere.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-bird is done.
When the battle is lost and won, that will be our set of sun. Where the place?
Upon the heath.
That to meet with Macbeth.
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
I'm Macbeth, valiant warrior, handsome guy, defender of the throne.
I'm King Duncan, and I sit on the throne.
I'm McDonald, and I'm gonna take the throne.
I'm Macduff. I have nothing to do with the throne, but I just wanted you to know who I was. So back to McDonald's treachery.
Thou hempseed, thou embossed rascal, thou impudent fustularian, thou rapscallion, thou silly knigget, I'm gonna get you!
Thou ruthless contriver.
Thou degenerate hedge-born mammoth.
Thou viperous serpent's egg.
I know you are, but what am I?
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 I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
Enough! Let's settle this on the field of battle.
Fine.
Right, well, I'm Macbeth, so I get the last word. Render!
Where is this gallant who's so eager to lie with his mother Earth?
A horse! A horse! My kingdom for a horse! Oops, wrong play. Hey!
Ah! Yeah! Ha ha! Oh! Hee-haw! Yeah! Oh! McDonald's dead, and now for the rest of his soldiers. I get it! Now to celebrate our victory, Banquo and I will march up and down the heath for a while. Wow, it sure is getting dark out here.
Here I have a pilot's thumb. Wrecked us homeward he did come.
A drum? A drum?
Macbeth doth come.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these so wizard and so wild in their attire, that they look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on them? Live you, or are you out that man may question?
You shall be women, yet albeit for them to interpret that you are so.
What art thou? Please speak if you can.
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis! All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor! All hail Macbeth! Thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair?
Hail, hail, hail!
Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt be kings, though thou be not. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo!
Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more!
The earth has bubbles, and these are of them. These are say vanished.
Into thin air. What was corporal melted like Breath of the Wild by Nintendo? Perhaps we should return to the field of battle and talk about this. The witches just said that your child shall be king.
You shall be king fast.
And Thane of Cawdor. Went it not so?
To the self-same tune and words.
Greetings from King Duncan, who is pleased with your victory in battle, and so bestows upon you this honor, the Thane of Cawdor.
What? Can the devil speak truth?
Thane of Cawdor, but the Thane of Cawdor lives. Why dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was this Thane, yet lives, but treason's capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him. As a result, as a reward from the king, you are now the Thane of Cawdor. The king also has jewels for your wife, Gronk.
Well, this is very good news, perhaps. I'll let you live.
He's heading to Inverness now.
If what the witches said about me being Thane of Cawdor is true, then perhaps what they said about me being king would be true as well. But King Duncan is still alive. So I'd have to kill him. And his heirs, Malcolm and MacDouble, I would have to kill them too. But then there's Banquo. He would suspect me immediately because he was there during the prophecy. And they said his child, Blanche, would be king, would take the throne. So I had to kill him too. Duncan, Malcolm, MacDouble, Banquo. Wait on. To murder or not to murder? That's the question. Perhaps I'll take this back to my heartless and ambitious wife, who will egg me on to commit murders I otherwise wouldn't commit, with the bonus of me going mad in the process.
I knew my loyal subject Macbeth would be victorious against the traitor McDonwald. Inverness will be a great place to celebrate.
Is that King Duncan over there? Where's he riding off to? It looks like he might be going toward my castle. I better race home to Inverness to warn Grout so she can clean up the place quickly.
I guess we're all going to Inverness now? Okay. Meanwhile, at Inverness.
Ah, what are thy tidings? King Duncan comes tonight. Thou art bad to say it. Is thy master with him? So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. Give him tending, he brings great news.
Lady Macbeth! King Duncan is almost here!
I'll be waiting.
This castle hath a pleasant seat, the air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
King Duncan, welcome to Macbeth McFinelick's ancestral home of Inverness.
Wow, thanks for greeting me. I'll give you this for being such a great hostess.
Oh, what an amazing jewel, King Duncan. I can't thank you enough. I've never seen such a jewel as this.
Wait, you actually like it? Well, that's a first. I guess here's some more.
Oh, thank you. Thank you indeed. Whoa, you're so generous, King Duncan. What the heck? I love it. Thank you.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here upon this bank and shoal of time, we'll jump the life to come. And in these things we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instruction, which being taught returns to plague the inventor, or even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, and then as his host, who would against the murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculty so meek, hath made clear his great office, that his virtues would plead trumpet-tongued like angels against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe, striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, would blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. Oh, how now? What news?
He hath almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, you're not. He has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the Hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Has it slept since and wakes it now to look so green and pale at what you did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest the ornament of life? Live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the old cat in the adage.
Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. I have given suck and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. But I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums and dashed its brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
And if we should fail?
We fail? But screw your courage to this sticking place, it will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him. His 2 chamberlains will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the water of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lie as in death, what cannot you and I put upon the unguarded Duncan? Would not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great
Bring forth men children only. Thy undaunted metal should compose of nothing but males. Will it not be perceived, when we have marked with brood those sleepy 2 of his own chambers, and used their very daggers, that they have done't?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death?
I am settled. Bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mark the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
And don't chicken out!
Crazy woman.
Well, good evening, King's Guards. Have some wine and wassail.
Thank you. Thank you. It's getting late. Indeed, it is getting late.
Drugged officers, obviously placed daggers, and sleeping King Duncan. The scene is perfect. Foolproof even. But you know what? My husband's a fool. Why do I get the feeling he's going to find some way to mess this up?